What do you think was considered fancy in the 1970s? It was a decade filled with bold choices and extravagant lifestyles. The 70s were all about standing out, whether it was through flashy fashion, luxurious cars, or cutting-edge gadgets. People embraced change, and the idea of luxury evolved rapidly during this time. From designer brands and stylish interiors to innovative electronics, the 1970s represented a new era of sophistication. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll dive into the most iconic aspects of this fancy decade, covering everything from high-end fashion to groundbreaking technology that defined the 70s. Waterbeds. In the 1970s, waterbeds were the ultimate symbol of comfort and style. With their adjustable firmness and built-in heaters, they felt like a futuristic upgrade from traditional mattresses. Owning a waterbed made your bedroom feel modern, and many people loved the sensation of drifting off to sleep on a gently moving surface. Of course, waterbeds had their quirks. Leaks were a common issue, and many remember the occasional scramble to clean up a soggy mess. The heaters, while cozy, sometimes caused strange smells when the water evaporated. Despite these hiccups, waveless models solved the motion problem for couples, making them more practical for shared use. Though they've mostly disappeared today, waterbeds remain a nostalgic memory for those who owned them. Their unique comfort and quirky challenges made them a defining trend of the 70s, a time when even your bed could make a bold statement. And if you love exploring these fascinating pieces of the past, be sure to stick around and subscribe. There's always more to uncover, and staying connected means you won't miss a thing. Fashion revolution, high-end 70s style. The 1970s saw the rise of iconic high-fashion brands like Gucci and Yves Saint Laurent, which set the stage for the era's bold and luxurious trends. Bell-bottoms and platform shoes were everywhere, turning the streets into runways of expression. Designer suits, often with wide lapels and flared pants, became a staple for those aiming to stand out. Celebrities like Farrah Fawcett and Mick Jagger embraced these styles, showcasing how high fashion could be both glamorous and rebellious. Accessories were equally important. Think oversized sunglasses, silk scarves, and chunky gold jewelry. These high-end details helped complete the look, making a bold statement of sophistication and individuality. Designer cars of the 1970s. The 1970s were a golden era for exotic cars, with brands like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Rolls-Royce producing vehicles that were as much about luxury as they were about performance. The Lamborghini Countach, with its futuristic design and sharp angles, became an instant icon. Meanwhile, the Ferrari 308's sleek curves and speed made it the dream car for anyone who could afford it. On the other end of the spectrum, the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow symbolized ultimate comfort and elegance, perfect for the wealthy who wanted to ride in style. Owning one of these cars wasn't just about getting from point A to point B, it was a statement. Driving a Lamborghini or Ferrari meant you were part of an elite club. Even today, their modern equivalents, like the Lamborghini Aventador and Ferrari Roma, continue that tradition of luxury and exclusivity, proving that the desire for high-end cars has never gone out of style. Fancy homes and 70s interior decor. The 1970s were all about bold interior design choices, and opulence was key. Open-floor designs became increasingly popular, creating spacious, flowing living areas. Wood paneling on walls and sunken living rooms, often paired with plush shag carpets, gave homes a warm, earthy feel. The color palette leaned heavily into browns, oranges, and greens, adding to the cozy yet luxurious vibe. Luxury items like leather sofas were a must for any high-end home, along with the quirky addition of beanbag chairs, which brought a fun, laid-back touch. Disco balls weren't just for clubs. They became a playful element in home decor for those who wanted a bit of sparkle. These trends left a lasting mark, as modern interior design often pulls inspiration from 70s retro styles, reviving the use of earth tones, open layouts, and even retro furniture pieces in contemporary homes. Luxury gadgets and electronics. The 1970s saw a boom in fancy electronics, with some groundbreaking gadgets becoming symbols of wealth and innovation. One of the most iconic was the pocket calculator, which made complex math accessible at your fingertips, a luxury for the tech-savvy. Digital watches also hit the scene, offering a sleek, futuristic way to keep track of time. But the real star of the decade was the color TV. Families across the country gathered around their new sets, marveling at the vibrant colors and improved picture quality. It was a major status symbol for households looking to stay ahead of the tech curve. Alongside these, hi-fi stereos and high-end sound systems became must-haves for the rich, offering crisp, clear sound for music lovers and audiophiles. These gadgets weren't just functional, they were a statement of luxury, paving the way for today's high-tech lifestyle. Jet setting, the ultimate status symbol. In the 1970s, nothing said luxury quite like flying on the Concorde or a private jet. The Concorde, with its supersonic speeds and high-end service, offered the wealthy a chance to travel faster than ever before. Boarding this sleek, futuristic plane meant you were part of an elite group, flying in style with champagne and plush seats. Private jets also rose in popularity, becoming the go-to choice for those who wanted complete exclusivity. Elite destinations like Monaco, Saint-Tropez, and Beverly Hills were favorite spots for jet-setters to vacation and flaunt their wealth. Travel wasn't just about getting away, it was an expression of status. The rich used these trips to showcase their luxury lifestyle, turning every vacation into a statement of success. Fancy foods and dining experiences. In the 1970s, gourmet dining became a symbol of luxury, with foods like fondue, caviar, and fine wine at the center of the trend. Fondue parties were all the rage, where guests would dip bread or vegetables into bubbling pots of melted cheese or chocolate, creating a fun and indulgent dining experience. Caviar, long associated with wealth, was a must-have delicacy for high-end gatherings, while fine wines accompanied many lavish meals. The rise of celebrity chefs and exclusive restaurants further elevated dining into an art form. Chefs like Wolfgang Puck became household names, transforming the restaurant scene with innovative dishes and unique dining experiences. These trends paved the way for today's gourmet cuisine, where food isn't just a meal, it's an experience. Luxurious leisure activities. In the 1970s, high-end leisure activities were a major part of the wealthy lifestyle. Polo was a favorite sport among the elite, symbolizing tradition and class. Skiing in destinations like Aspen became the go-to winter getaway, where affluent individuals could hit the slopes and socialize in exclusive resorts. Yachting was another popular pastime, with luxury yachts offering the perfect way to enjoy the ocean in complete privacy and comfort. At the same time, health clubs and personal fitness became increasingly linked to wealth. The rise of upscale gyms and private trainers turned staying fit into another status symbol, with the rich investing heavily in their personal well-being. This trend laid the foundation for today's high-end fitness culture. Fancy tech of tomorrow, the space craze. After the Apollo missions, the 1970s were filled with fascination for space exploration. NASA's success fueled the imagination of the public, and space quickly became a symbol of the future. Footage of space launches captured the world's attention, and high-end tech fans began collecting space memorabilia, from astronaut suits to model rockets, showcasing their passion for the unknown. This space craze didn't just stop with tech. Space-age designs began influencing everything from fashion to cars and even furniture. Sleek, futuristic looks became trendy, with metallic materials, rounded shapes, and bold colors reflecting the excitement of venturing beyond Earth. The decade's love for all things space left a lasting mark on design and culture. Super 8 camera. The Super 8 camera was a household staple in the 1970s, allowing families to capture life's special moments in a way that felt high-tech and personal. Whether it was a family vacation, a birthday party, or just a fun day at the park, people loved using Super 8 to document their memories on film. The camera's compact size and ease of use made it the go-to tool for amateur filmmakers and everyday people alike. While the Super 8 was revolutionary for its time, it wasn't cheap. Film was expensive, and getting it developed took both time and money. Despite this, the thrill of recording home movies and watching them back on a projector was worth the cost for many. The grainy, nostalgic look of Super 8 footage still holds a special place in the hearts of those who grew up with it. Today, the Super 8 camera has a small but dedicated fan base among retro enthusiasts and filmmakers who appreciate its vintage aesthetic. While smartphones and digital cameras have made film less practical, the Super 8's charm lives on, reminding us of a simpler time when capturing memories took a bit more effort and felt all the more special because of it. Platform shoes. Platform shoes were the ultimate fashion statement in the 1970s, worn by both men and women looking to stand out, literally. These shoes, with their chunky, elevated soles, were often paired with bell-bottom pants and became a staple of the disco era. Whether you were hitting the dance floor at Studio 54 or just walking down the street, platform shoes were designed to make you feel bold and fashionable. The designs were anything but subtle, coming in bright colors and flashy materials that screamed confidence. They added height, which was especially popular for shorter men looking to boost their stature. But despite their stylish appeal, they weren't the easiest shoes to walk in. Anyone who wore them back then can likely remember the challenge of balancing on those high soles, especially during a night of dancing. Today, platform shoes have made occasional comebacks, particularly in the world of high fashion. But their true heyday will always be the 1970s. For those who lived through the disco era, platform shoes remain a symbol of the fun, carefree energy of the time. They were flashy, impractical, and unforgettable, just like the decade itself. Hi-fi stereo systems. In the 1970s, having a hi-fi stereo system was a sign that you took your music seriously. These large, often elaborate systems were designed to deliver the best possible sound quality, giving listeners a rich and immersive experience. Whether you were playing vinyl records or tuning into the latest radio hits, a hi-fi system made sure every note was heard in crisp, clear detail. Music wasn't just something you played in the background. It was an event, and your stereo was the star. Families and music enthusiasts alike would invest heavily in these setups, often dedicating entire spaces in their homes to accommodate them. Speakers could be massive, and the turntable, amplifier, and other components were carefully selected to create the ultimate listening experience. The sound quality was unmatched at the time, and playing music through one of these systems made even everyday moments feel a little more special. Today, while vinyl records have made a big comeback, hi-fi systems have largely been replaced by smaller, more convenient technology. Modern Bluetooth speakers and streaming services have taken over, offering portability and ease. However, for those who remember the 70s, hi-fi stereo systems hold a special place in their hearts as a reminder of when music was enjoyed with true depth and intention. Mood rings. Mood rings were the ultimate blend of fashion and fun in the 1970s. These rings, with their color-changing stones, promised to reveal the wearer's emotions, reflecting everything from happiness to stress. While the science behind mood rings wasn't exactly precise, they changed color based on the temperature of your skin. The idea that a ring could read your feelings made them a hit with teenagers and adults alike. It added a bit of mystery and excitement to everyday fashion. The appeal of mood rings went beyond their supposed ability to reflect your emotions. They were simple, stylish, and affordable, making them an easy way to add a little flair to any outfit. Plus, they tapped into the growing fascination with personal expression and self-awareness that was a big part of 1970s culture. Wearing a mood ring wasn't just about accessorizing, it was about being in tune with yourself, or at least playing along with the fun idea that your emotions were visible for everyone to see. Though mood rings faded from mainstream popularity, they still pop up as nostalgic items and quirky gifts. For those who wore them back in the day, mood rings are a reminder of the playful spirit of the 1970s, when fashion was about more than just looking good. It was about having fun and embracing a sense of wonder in everyday life. Polyester leisure suits. Polyester leisure suits were the height of fashion in the 1970s, especially for men who wanted to look stylish yet relaxed. These suits, with their bright colors, shiny fabric, and wide lapels, were everywhere, from casual weekend outings to flashy disco nights. The synthetic polyester material made them affordable and easy to care for, which only added to their popularity. Men would pair them with open-collared shirts, often unbuttoned at the top, giving off a laid-back, carefree vibe that defined the era. The bold colors and sleek fitted look of these suits were ideal for the disco scene, where dressing to impress was part of the experience. Whether you were hitting the dance floor at Studio 54 or just attending a neighborhood party, wearing a polyester leisure suit made sure you stood out. They were comfortable and fashionable, making them the go-to choice for anyone looking to embrace the flashy, fun spirit of the 70s. While polyester leisure suits have mostly faded from modern wardrobes, they haven't been forgotten. Today they are often seen at retro-themed parties, Halloween costumes, and even on TV shows and movies that pay tribute to the disco era. For many, these suits represent the peak of 1970s style, a time when fashion was bold, unapologetic, and full of personality. Farrah Fawcett's hairstyle. Farrah Fawcett's feathered hairstyle became an iconic beauty trend in the 1970s, defining the look of the decade. With her voluminous, bouncy waves and perfectly flipped ends, Farrah's hairstyle was the ultimate symbol of glamour and freedom. Women across the country flocked to salons, eager to replicate her signature look, which became known simply as the Farrah. It was a style that exuded confidence and effortless beauty, capturing the carefree essence of the era. This hairstyle wasn't just about appearance, it was about attitude. Farrah's look, often paired with natural makeup and casual outfits, gave off a sense of independence and modernity that resonated with women everywhere. The feathered layers created a soft, flowing look that could easily transition from casual days to disco nights, making it versatile for any occasion. It became so popular that hairstylists spent years perfecting the art of achieving the perfect Farrah flip. Though hairstyles have changed since then, Farrah Fawcett's feathered look remains one of the most iconic beauty trends of all time. It occasionally resurfaces in fashion circles and retro-themed events, serving as a reminder of the 1970s when women embraced both style and independence. For many, it's more than just a haircut. It's a symbol of a cultural moment when beauty and confidence went hand in hand. The legacy of 70s luxury. The 1970s were a decade defined by bold choices and opulent living. From iconic fashion trends and designer cars to luxurious homes, fancy gadgets, and extravagant leisure activities, the 70s set a new standard for what it meant to live in style. Many of these trends continue to influence today's luxury culture, whether it's the timeless appeal of a Lamborghini or the ongoing fascination with retro decor. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite luxury item from the 1970s? Let me know in the comments. And stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive into the 1980s, a decade where luxury went even bigger, bolder, and more extravagant. You won't want to miss it.